Hey everyone, what is going on? So I have more Voyager Cup videos coming out for you guys this week. Quite a bit, actually, a bunch of Shoutcast tournaments that I'm doing. But I did want to show you my final push to rank 10. I did make it. I am officially ranked 10. So we're still going with the same team, Giratina, Melmetal, and Togekiss. And I really like this line. I was thinking of trying out Dialga over Togekiss because I hate when Togekiss is lined up against a steel type like Melmetal, Metagross, or even Heatran, right? So I don't like that. But overall, the team works for me. I mean, you could definitely try a different variety in terms of what you lead with. So if you want to lead with the Togekiss instead, maybe you see a lot of, whether it be Dialga leads or even Machamp. I've seen Machamp, Dragonite. Those aren't super common, but I do see them. You could try different leads. But overall, this team got me to rank 10, so I'm really happy with it. So yeah, just wanted to get to rank 10. But so we have the Melmetal against the Dialga right now, and my Melmetal will go ahead and faint before I can get off that superpower. That is ultimately going to cost me this game, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. So Iron Head going to hit, but I will shield that one up. I wish I got that Dialga out of the way with superpower. In comes the Rhyperior. Going to go ahead and switch into my Giratina, and then in comes the Snorlax, so that's definitely not good. So at this point, just going to go ahead for the boost. I may actually back out of this game, I'm not too sure, let's see. So yeah, don't get the boost. Yeah, I do surrender because I felt like it was a lost cause at that point. So good game. So we're going to jump into the next match. This is actually against somebody who I'm currently friends with in Pokemon Go, so it was nice to battle. And I'm going to go ahead and pull the switch into my Melmetal against this Dialga. Definitely a good situation for me. I'm going to wait for the charge attack to come through. As I said, that's generally what I do. Draco Media, no problem. Going to be able to take it. And then now we have enough for two superpowers. So I'm going to go for one. Even if it's shielded, which it is, we could still get to two more. So we do have the other one right now. So I honestly prefer them to shield it. And we're going to actually be able to get to another one before an Iron Head hits. So this, I believe, is enough to knock out the Dialga. So that's why, generally speaking, if you are the Dialga, you don't want to shield that because Melmetal's still going to be able to win anyway. So we're going to be able to knock that one out. In comes Giratina, and it does melt my Melmetal. Totally fine. I bring in Togekiss, and Togekiss is a good... It's not necessarily a wall, because Giratina does do a lot of damage with Shadow Ball, but it does do a lot. Melmetal comes in, I switch immediately to my Giratina Origin form, and I'm going to go ahead and opt to shield this Rock Slide. Don't want to take the damage, and besides, I'm going to go ahead and go for my Shadow Ball right now. I believe I go for the Shadow Ball. Yeah, I go for the Shadow Ball. It will be shielded, totally fine. And we're trying to get to another Shadow Ball, not able to, so I'm going to go ahead and just allow this Rock Slide to come through. Going to be able to take it, and we do get to a Shadow Ball. This is not enough to knock out Melmetal, but it is still going to do a lot of damage, so I'll definitely go for it. Another Rock Slide comes through. Going to be able to take this with Giratina. So there it is, the Rock Slide. And in comes Giratina, so I'm going to immediately switch into my Togekiss, and we get hit by a charge attack, but I will go ahead and shield this one up, because I knew that I would be able to use the Ancient Power. As you can see, it was a CMP tie, and then after the Ancient Power, I'll be able to feint this Giratina. No boost, but that's okay. So Giratina not able to get off a charge attack. In comes that Melmetal. It does feint my Togekiss, but we bring in the Giratina, and we're going to knock out the Melmetal with Ominous Wind, excuse me. I almost said Origin Pose, but that's not out yet, and it's not a Giratina move anyway. So we do go ahead and win that one. So we're going to jump into the next match. That was a very close game. By the way, they actually reached rank 10 as well shortly after, so congratulations to them. I saw it on Twitter. So we do have the Giratina mirror match. So I am just going to go ahead. I believe I go straight Shadow Ball. Lately, like after these games, I have been bluffing Ominous Wind, and usually it does get the shield, so it's probably the best way to go to bluff the Ominous Wind. But at that point, you know, in these games, I was just going straight Shadow Ball because some people were not shielding it. But I think most people do shield it. So right now he is going to be able to get to another charge attack, so I will shield it up. Going to be another Ominous Wind as expected, but I still decided to shield it, and this time I am going for Ominous Wind. As you can see, my Giratina does have the best buddy ribbon, so it is boosted, so I do win the CMP ties. So he will be able to get to an Ominous Wind. Now honestly, I didn't think this would be enough to knock me out. It is not, and we faint because that Dialga comes in. So that was a nice play. However, because of that, it allows me to bring in my Melmetal, and I'm going to be able to beat this Dialga just fine. We're going to be able to charge up. Usually, as I said, I like waiting for the charge attack to come through, but because he was not firing it, I decided to go for my superpowers, and we're actually able to get 2 superpowers off before that Dialga gets in a charge attack and just knock it out. So that's fantastic for us. In comes that Giratina. I switch into my Togekiss to try and feint it. I'm assuming the Shadow Ball is coming at the Togekiss right now. It is going to be a Shadow Ball. Doesn't have to worry about shields. And then Giratina feints. As long as it's not a Steel type, it's Melmetal. So that's really unfortunate for us. So not a good position. The Melmetal will go ahead and go for a charge attack. This is going to be enough to knock out the Togekiss. And in comes my own Melmetal. So I'm going to wait for the charge attack, expecting the superpower. Totally fine, because that will lower his defense, and I'm going to go for my superpower. Keep in mind his defense was lowered, and that is not going to be enough, but we actually get to another one before he does. I thought he was going to be able to beat us to the other superpower. It might have been a CMP tie. Mine is a 98% Melmetal. I'm not really too sure if it was a CMP tie, but either way, we do go ahead and win that one. I thought he was going to get it, so good game. So the next match, we're going up against the rank 10 player. Nice Togepi outfit, I really like that. So we do lose the lead. I'm going to pull the switch into my Melmetal, and he will switch ultra fast into Kyogre. Now the thing is, this is still favorable for Melmetal, because Melmetal with an energy advantage is going to be able to beat Kyogre. So I'm going to go for the Rock Slides. He does go for the Surf. Now, this Kyogre is going to ultimately end up winning the match because I'm not going to shield, whereas if he shields, he is going to be able to win that match. So let's see. So I do go for the Rock Slide, and that will go unshielded, trying so hard to get to another one. We do get to it, so I'm going to be able to win this match unless if he decides to shield. He does shield, so okay, so at least we took a shield out of that, so he'll win the lead, but we still take a shield. I know this is going to be Surf, so Giratina can definitely take it just fine, as you can see, and we're just going to farm down this Kyogre, 100% expecting Dialga to come through, but we have energy, plus we're up a shield, so I'm going to go straight for that Shadow Ball. Just want to put on immense pressure against this Dialga. Going to go ahead and do just fine, switching into Togekiss. Wasn't trying to catch the Iron Head or anything like that, so I will go ahead and shield it up because I don't want to take that, and he's not switching, so that tells me there's no Melmetal in the back. Maybe it's a Giratina, and it's not, it's a Togekiss, so I'm like, okay, I would have preferred a Giratina, but Togekiss, we could work with that. So I'm going to get off my Ancient Power. That will definitely be shielded, totally fine, and we get the boost. So that boost, I want to say that boost had to have mattered, because we still were up a shield, but I don't. Oh, he gets a boost as well, actually. So, yeah, I don't know. That boost, that boost definitely mattered because we were lower. Either way, still a fair game. So we do go ahead and win that one. But yeah, that's why Ancient Power is still amazing, right? So good game. So we're jumping into the last match against a rank 10 player. I have battled this person before. I don't remember how the past games went, honestly, but I know I've battled. So they're leading with Swampert, so interesting to see Swampert in the Master League. So it looks like that Swampert's just going to switch out into Snorlax, so I'm going to pull the switch into my Melmetal. And we're just charging up enough for a couple superpowers, and we just get one off. We cannot have that Snorlax and Giratina meet. We do not want them to say hello at all. So we're going to go ahead and get off that superpower, doing a good amount of damage to Snorlax. Body Slam will come. Luckily, I call the bait correctly. And then I will go for my superpower. And let's see if it's shielded. It is. Okay, that wouldn't have knocked out Snorlax because our attack was debuffed, but it still would have been very close. So we're going to get off another superpower. Again, this is not going to be enough to knock out the Snorlax, but again, it does get it really low, which is good for my Giratina. I'm going to allow this to come through. It is going to be a Body Slam, so perhaps another bait. Or maybe he has Heavy Slam for all I know. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't a bait. That's all he just had. I don't know, honestly. So another Body Slam will knock out my Melmetal. Okay, but at least we took a shield. So I actually bring in my Giratina, which seems crazy, but I want to farm up some energy and go for the Ominous Wind. It is super low, so it should be enough to knock out. Actually, it isn't. One more. And we're loaded with energy. So saving that Togekiss. We're loaded with energy with Giratina. We know he has a Swampert. Gonna bring in Dialga. Okay. So Dialga, I could work with that because we still have that Togekiss. Gonna do Shadow Ball. He does shield it. And I'm going to try and get to another Shadow Ball. We do get to it. He's probably attempting to farm me down, but at least we do get to a Shadow Ball. And then I'm going to go ahead and pull the switch and trying to feint at the Kyogre. He does get off an Iron Head. I have to shield this, no doubt about it. Now, Togekiss in the Master League can take up to 3 Hydro Cannons. So we can take the first 2, and the third one will knock out the Togekiss. So I still have a shield, so I'm going to go ahead and shield that one up. So, of course, we know another one is coming out. And at this point, I'm feeling pretty confident. There comes the Hydro Cannon. But again, we could take one more. We do go for the Ancient Power. Probably should have farmed down the Swampert and then went for the Flamethrower against the Kyogre. I feel like that was a mistake. But I think it was... Yeah, I feel like that was a mistake. But either way, we take another Hydro Cannon. Able to feint the Swampert. And in comes the Kyogre. And before it gets off an Iron Head, we're able to take it out and take that game. So that's a full one. I wasn't sure if it would be enough for rank 10, but it is. It is. So we're going to go ahead and see if we have any shiny Marrows. By the way, after this, my game totally stopped working and I wasn't able to claim any more rewards. So I couldn't play for the Marrow Day anymore, unfortunately. So no shiny for me, but whenever they have the Makeup Day, maybe I'll get a shiny. I don't know. So we go ahead and claim one. And here's another Marrow. Not going to be shiny. No green one, but that's okay. Well, it's not okay. I want a shiny one, but maybe we'll get one on the Makeup Day. Who knows? So we're going to go ahead and catch this. And then we're about to see... we're about to take a look at my rank 10. So here it is, guys. Yeah, and that's going to be it for this video, guys. I will see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye.